Hey, I'm Ian Sanders and I'm in the back of a cab with Gary Vaynerchuk, who's just landed at Heathrow. Gary, good to be spending time with you.
Good to be here.
So,
bear with me, 22 hours in the air, Hawaii to London. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of air miles. So last time we saw each other was at South by Southwest 6 months ago.
Yep.
Seems like a lot's happened in your life since. VaynerMedia came along.
Yep.
A baby daughter came along. Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you.
And
relaunched Corked.com, which I'm really excited about.
Okay, you relaunched Corked.
And I've got 2 new websites. I'm announcing one today on stage and one next week. So yeah, I'm staying very busy.
That's cool. And the book.
And the book.
The book that's out the end of this month?
Yeah, Crush It's out in 2 weeks, October 13th, less than 2 weeks. And obviously, if anybody follows me on Twitter or Facebook, they know that I've been feverishly in promotion mode.
Yeah, absolutely.
I apologize, but I'm very excited about it. You know, the early long lead magazine editors that have read the book have been really impressed, and it's really caught a lot of people's attention, and I'm excited about it.
Sure. So what interests me is that, you know, when people think of Gary V, they think of, you know, very much digital platforms, they think of your videos, they think of Twitter and everything else. Why was it important for you to publish
old school?
Old school, you know?
Because people read books.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, do I think books are in trouble? Sure. I think everything will be direct to a digital handheld device, whether it's a tablet from Apple or a Kindle from Amazon or a Sony reader or something that we don't know yet. But as of right now, there's plenty of people that like reading a book, an actual book. There's a lot, if you start age demoing, you know, I want to reach, you know, 50, 60, 70-year-olds with this message. And not that I'm age discriminating, but if you look at the numbers, you know, they're reading the hardcover, and there's plenty of 20-year-olds that, you know, on a flight or,
sure,
you know, just, they like the romance of holding it, which will probably keep it around longer than people think.
Yeah.
So I don't get romance by a platform, Ian. I don't care if it's smoke signals or if it's a laptop or in 15 years we're swallowing chips to close our eyes and read it. I don't really get romance by that. To me, it's the message.
Absolutely.
And so this is another platform to deliver the message.
And for people that don't know what the book's about, what is that message about crushing it?
It's about the fact that we are going through the biggest revolution in media that we've ever seen, and I don't think we're giving it enough credit. You know, I believe that this is considerably bigger than the printing press. I think this is considerably bigger than everything since the, you know, invention of electricity. I mean, this is changing the way that we communicate. The gatekeepers are completely out of control.
Sure.
They've lost every piece of their control. No more BBC or CNN or Fox controlling who gets on the air or who has the platform to write. We're all in play, and it doesn't cost us anything. And more importantly, to promote, it doesn't cost us anything. It's not about buying full billboard ads or buying newspaper ads or buying commercials on TV anymore. By getting into the trenches, rolling up our sleeves and giving a crap about our audience and using things like Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr and YouTube and commenting and blogging and forums and instant messenger and texting, we could be in the trenches building a customer at a time, and that's a very special opportunity, because everything I believe in that I wrote in Crush It about following what you love the most and then turning that into a business, the way I tell you to go about that was not possible 3 years ago. It's a big deal.
It's that major. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because the whole romance of do what you love, la la la, and everything will be great, that was bullshit before. It's real now.
Sure.
And that's a big deal to me.
So to offer the reader a bit of a how-to, you know, okay, I've got a passion, I've got this hobby, I want to monetize it, I want to turn it into business. Where do I start?
It's a, oh my God, look what's going on.
Right.
Here's why it's going on. Let me give you my thesis. Let me debate it so you believe in it. Once I have you believing in it, it's like, okay, if you love gardening, if you love rock climbing, if you love swimming, if you love beer, these are the things that you can build businesses around. Here's how.
Sure.
Here's how I did it with wine.
Yeah.
Built a multi-million-dollar business, created a lot of opportunities for myself, where people want to take videos of me in the back of cars. That can be replicated. I'm not so special. There's a lot of other people that can do it.
Yeah, and a lot of it's about niches, yeah?
No question.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody's passion is more narrow than they think.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big moment of this video, so think about that.
Now tell me, you're an enormously busy guy because you do juggle so many different things. How did you find time to write this book? Good job it came along before your baby daughter came along, yeah?
Yes, I banged it out before Misha hit the world. Love you, Misha. I had a ghostwriter, but all it was dictation. The reason everybody's liking the book, I think, so much is It reads like me, they say, and that's huge, right? So much can be lost in translation. So I audioed it, pretty much the whole thing, and anybody who knows me knows I like to talk, and so that didn't make it so difficult.
Well, I love the sample chapter, you know, and
Thank
that
you.
felt very you, and I think it was a great, you know,
Thank
it's a
you.
great message.
Thanks.
So you think, I mean, I know, you know, you're great, you love anything that's game changing. You think this book can be game changing? I mean, you think this book can change people's lives?
I know it can.
Right.
I know it can. It already has. One of my publisher's best friends, this young girl at HarperCollins, gave it to her friend who was in the cookie business 4 months ago when it was done, 3 months ago. And it's already impacted her business tremendously.
Right.
And that's huge. I mean, I wrote this book for February 2010.
Oh, okay.
And what I mean by that is this. The money's great, the platform's great, the exposure's great. What's way better, and anybody who's ever felt this knows that I'm not full of crap right now, is the emails from people saying, you know, I read your book, I was a lawyer, I hated it, I've started a blog around, you know, coffee, and I just got a $20,000 sponsorship deal for a coffee company, and I'm so happy, da 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 da. Those emails, like, you've helped me, that's everything.
No, sure.
Everything.
People that know you well and look at your videos and will read the book will know that passion is at the very heart of what you do. But I think passion for some people, you know, you're a loud guy. You know that's part of who you are and what you do.
It's my DNA.
It's your DNA. So what about the quiet guy, the quiet woman and the quiet guy? Can they crush it too?
Yeah, I address that heavily. I mean, listen, you know what's so funny? I'm the loud guy and I've got success, but what I don't think people recognize, it's been lost in my success to a lot of people, is the loud guy loses most of the time. You know, I put off a lot of people with my, you know, intensity.
Sure.
And there's plenty of people, you know, when I get brought up, it's not everybody loves me.
Yeah.
Because I'm too much for people.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I believe the quiet guy or gal has actually a more significant chance of victory. Now, they may choose to do the written word, you know, they may choose to do audio, but if you really pay attention, you know, there's a few loud guys and girls that have won. You know, everybody knows about Stern or a Kramer or something like this. But there are far more Peter Jennings and Tom Brokaws and Katie Couric's than there are Howard Sterns, because intensity of DNA absolutely turns off people.
Sure.
And so I actually feel that I'm at a disadvantage. I wish I was a little less loud.
Yeah.
I wish I was a little less intense. So, you know, I feel that because I've been successful, that people are like, oh, that's how you have to do it. It's not. The reason I win is not because I'm loud or because I'm over the top or intense. It's because I care.
Sure.
And because I work hard, much harder than everybody else.
Yeah.
Much. You know, because I take 22-hour flights when I make a commitment, and I'll be here for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people aren't willing to do that.
Sure.
But I am, because I look forward to the flights, because I do email, because I answer back emails from people that care about me. Nobody else does that I know in my circle.
No, sure. Gives you that edge.
It gives me an edge. You know, I outwork people. And so...
And that's at the heart of Crush It.
Listen, hustle is a word that I've definitely single-handedly tried to, you know, make better. That, you know, not hustle like rob somebody, but like, you know, really, really work hard. And it's important, because you can't win unless you work really hard. And more important, you can't work 16 hours a day unless you love it.
Yeah.
You can't work 16 hours a day for the man or for something you don't love. But if it's cupcakes and you love them, or if it's, you know, as you guys call it here, football, you know, and you watch it and read about it for 7 hours a day, well, why don't you cut half of that and create content around football for 3 hours a day, and you'll be shocked what happens.
Sure. No, absolutely. So listen, so we've got the book now. You've got Wine Library, the wines we have corked. You've got VaynerMedia, which is advising brands on how to use the social media space.
We've signed the National Hockey League, the New York Jets, which is exciting for me. Saxon Avenue is a client, so yeah, we're doing well.
That's cool. And do I hear there's a Crush It cruise coming?
There is. Gonna have a cruise March 20th to 27th of next year in the Caribbean. I did a Thunder cruise last year. We had a lot of people from the UK and Germany, so hopefully we'll get some more European love for the Crush It cruise. The Crush It cruise is 50% wine, 50% business talk. So wine events and business events the whole time, which will be exciting, and it's going to be amazing. It was so fun. It was so fun. If you link up the website, they can see the pictures and the videos from last year. It is well worth people's time.
Cool, excellent. Thanks for joining me, Gary. Cheers.
Thank you, man. Cheers.